Hello, this is Nick995. For this video, I'm doing something different where, kind of like a video game Ballot randomizer, where I pick out two games, right? Whichever two games I pick out, those two games I have to compare. So whether it be, and it could be cross-genre, different genre, different platforms. So it could be a PS3 versus a PS4 game, 360 versus a PS2 game, a PSP versus a PS3, so on and so on. Could be open world versus racer, or a fighting game versus FPS game, or a fighting game versus action adventure. All sorts of different possibilities. And if you're watching this, you guys know, like, subscribe, share the video. You guys know the details, and press that subscribe button mark down there, somewhere down there. Please, press on it. Yeah. So, anyways, so we have about, I don't know how many games this is. At least 80 something games. At least 80 something. And we're randomly going through them, and I'm only picking two at once, and whichever two I randomly choose, I'm gonna have my eyes closed. So here we go. Our first selection, I'm gonna try and do 2 to 3 per video. X-Men Wolverine Origins. Wolverine Origins. Oh, okay. Metal Gear Solid 5. Metal Gear Solid. See, MGS stands for Metal Gear Solid 5. So, anyways, Okay. So, here we go now. So, Metal Gear Solid 5, it being a open world action, kind of open world stealth, where this is more of like a hack and slash type, super fast paced type of game. Like, really, 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 like, super fast paced. But this being more slower pace. And okay, first let's talk about fun. Let's say both are really fun. But I do like Metal Gear Solid 5 more. It has more suspense towards it, and just the overall gameplay mechanics work better. Yeah, like this one obviously being a newer game and all that, and yeah, X-Men Wolverine Origins now is, I would say, it's fun, but it's very repetitive in that a lot of fighting. Sometimes like you're fighting endless waves of enemies. It gets old very, really, really quick. And again, going back to difficulty now. Both are really, really. They're very they can be hard games, right? Especially Metal Gear Solid 5. If you're not stealthy enough, the game kind of punishes you, where you're gonna be taking you can't take a lot of bullet damage, and there's a tank shooting at you and all that, and you want to be super stealthy, and sometimes it'll be hard to be stealthy because there'll be guards all over the place, and um, it'll be hard to not be seen, like in certain areas, but stay stealthy. But you can run and gun, you can, but you're just gonna get killed quickly. Difficulty in this is obviously Wolverine being able to heal, so once he takes damage, he heals over time, and it actually shows it. The game actually shows you that him healing over time. That's pretty cool. So he takes damage to the head, or he takes damage to like some sort of like his midsection or abdomen. You actually see the damage. You actually see him grow back his limbs and a muscular layer. That's pretty cool. But yeah, for the most part, there's healing and all that. But if you're playing on hard, you're gonna have to you're gonna be redoing sections over and over again, because again you take you can't take as much damage. Upgrade systems now. Upgrade system in this is so, oh my god, it's so advanced. It's so complex in that you build your mother base. Obviously, you have research and development. So you develop supplies and new weapons and rocket launchers, different assault rifles, um, sniper rifles. Yeah, he even developed drones, and upgrade drones and upgrade bullets, upgrade your mother base itself, so you can make your mother base huge. So there's a medical intel, there's medical intel support, and all these different sectors of upgrades. Like very very big, like very complex. For this one mainly, it's a good upgrade system as well, but upgrade system in that you're mainly upgrading health and combos. There's tons of combos, tons of combos. Even now, I can't believe like the amount of combos there are in this game. There's tons, and yeah, upgrading your rage meter, which obviously gives you more health and all that, and yeah. And again, overall immersion, I feel more immersed in this one. You feel more of a sense of purpose. Obviously, this being tied to the Wolverine Origins movie, it's gonna kind of fall short in terms of story, because that that story felt very underwhelming. Didn't have a sense of purpose. But with this being, again, spoilers, kind of a conclusion to the Metal Gear Solid franchise. But really, it's Metal Gear Solid. It's the second one, chronologically story wise. So, but still, there's tons of great cinematics, and Hideo Kojima, he knows how to make a cinematic cutscene. So yeah, overall I'll give this one the edge. So that's just one selection, a comparison. Next one now. What's this? Ratchet and Clank 2016, which I don't know, which I don't have down here, so we can't do that one. I left some of my games elsewhere. Mass Effect Andromeda. I don't know if you can see it. Mass Effect Andromeda versus Last of Us 1. Oh, this is gonna be a mismatch comparison, but anyways, that's the fun. That's the beauty of the video, and it's all random too. Different genres again. Open world. This one being action adventure, semi horror. Planet exploration in this one, and this one has the limited resources, like limited ammo, limited supplies, and all that. Now let's start obviously with which one is funner now. Experience wise, I would say obviously this is way funner. This is a way funner game, because it being tied to more suspense in the game, and you really feel like that a sense of purpose. Like that sense of purpose during the zombie apocalypse, and you can connect with the characters better, Joel and Ellie, and other characters as well. This one, the characters felt very bland. Obviously, you'll see the Mass Effect Andromeda memes, where the characters, they seem lifeless, like lifeless characters, and glitches, tons of glitches, and the story, I didn't really feel the story. So yeah, and gameplay wise, mechanics, obviously this one being a newer game, right? 4 years newer than this, but mechanics, I would say both of them are really good at mechanics. Obviously shooting in this is better, but overall movement feels very fluent across both games. And upgrades, now upgrade system in this is very complex, like a Metal Gear Solid 5, where you upgrade things like ammo, you upgrade things that you find resources. There's a tons of different resources, like you go to different planets and different solar systems where you find iron, like copper, and there's mercury and all that, and you basically farm those. Like you farm it, and then you can research new weapons and new armor sets and all that, and cosmetics, yeah. But again, it's held back because it does have some of the microtransactions element to it. This one upgrade, you're mainly upgrading health. Now there's health items, there's landmine, there's things that you can upgrade, explosive, capacity. There's tons of different, obviously a bullet damage and reload speed, and your overall health, like your health bar and all that. So yeah, and again, difficulty, this is way harder because your ammo is very limited, very 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 limited ammo, and very limited resources. You gotta really keep keep track of that inventory really, and you're gonna run out of health supplies quickly and ammo very quickly, and you gotta really save them up and be stealthy. Where this one you have, like once you walk over like some sort of dead body, you get back the ammo, or as long as you have the same weapon, a typical a shooter mechanic, So and there's like what really makes this game special, what really makes this one stand out is the expansive open world. It's you go to different planets, different solar systems. You get to see different areas. It's nice. It's really 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 nice. It's very nice. Yeah, but going back to Last of Us is just again it just a more challenging and more sense of purpose, suspense, and good mechanics. Now, aside content, there's side missions in this. This one, just the story and the multiplayer and the DLC. So it's kind of matches up, but there's side missions in this where to meet a different type of alien characters, and you gotta do certain chores for this and all that. Even though they can get repetitive, but still. But overall, this is the better one. So I'm gonna do one more after this video. Halo 4. Halo 4. And I had to redo this video so many times because the camera wouldn't stay up straight. Oh, Miles Morales. Oh, which I spelled Miles Moles. Well, yeah, Miles Morales and Halo 4. Weird, a weird selection, very weird. Now let's start a sense of purpose. I felt like with this kind of being a conclusion to the what do you call it again? Master Chief trilogy, a time for the Halo franchise. I felt a more sense of purpose playing the game, and I felt more connection to Master Chief playing it. Whereas with Miles Morales, again, him kind of being I don't really feel as connected to him as I would a Peter Parker Spider-Man. But it's mainly because the story around him is not as interesting. It's not as interesting. The main villain, I didn't really feel the main villain in this one. Yeah. Halo 4, challenging. Okay, let's talk about challenge. Halo 4 can be very challenging. You're going to be dying over and over again. There's tons of high action-packed moments, and so you're going to be dying over and over again. You can't take a lot of, especially, I play the campaign like on hard, so it can be difficult. It can be very, very, very difficult, and you got to know the areas and all that. And I already take cover. That's the main thing. Otherwise, you're going to die very quickly. With this one, you don't die quickly because, again, Spider-Man 2018 was easy enough, but this kind of being a spin-off to it. And obviously Miles Morales, spoilers, he has more powers than Peter Parker Spider-Man. So the game gets very easy. Obviously there's a thing where a Spidey sense, so you basically dodge any attack that comes after you, and you're super agile, agility, so if you're taking bullets you can just web away quickly, like you're so fast, you're super fast. So yeah. So you won't be dying much in this unless you're doing like a boss fight. But I died tons of times in this. Maybe because like I'm not used to the Xbox controller, or I don't know. Now, upgrades. There's upgrades in this. There's upgrades in this, but I like the upgrade system better in this. It's like the Spider-Man PS4 2018 one, but it's a bit more, a bit different. Where you're upgrading the gadgets, you upgrade there's certain suit skills or whatever where different uniforms will give you different buffs and different abilities. and obviously him having electric powers or whatever. You know, he upgrades the webbing ability and electric duration and all that. There's different types of things, and this one there's tons of weapons. There's tons of weapons. You know, I don't remember the upgrade system well in this one, but I know you can upgrade ammo and damage and bullets and all that. And yeah. So overall, I would say, man, both are gameplay wise. You know, again, going back to the gameplay wise, this is basically like the Spider-Man 2018. Whereas this is basically, you guys know Halo, like, it reminds me a lot of Doom and Resistance. It reminds me a lot of those games where you're, shooting your way through different areas and trying to make it, to the next level and all that. So yeah, they remind me. It's very similar to our Resistance, but obviously harder and more challenging and side content. Now, tons of side missions in this. Tons of side missions. I'm not as much as Spider-Man PS4, but this one has multiplayer. I believe it has a DLC content as well, so it kind of balances out in terms of side content. Replayability, I would play this. I would kind of play this before I play this again. And it's really weird because I'm more of a PlayStation type of guy than I'm an Xbox guy. So yeah, but very fun. Really, really, really fun though. Both games very fun. Overall, if I was to choose, I'll give the edge to. I don't know, but if it was Spider-Man 2018, it'd be easier. But I would give the edge to, based on its replayability, Halo 4. I'll give the edge to Halo 4 and the multiplayer as well, which can be addicting. So yeah, that's it for this video. This is part 1. I'm gonna do part 2, 3, 4, 5. So thanks for watching.